Man, what's good, man? It's your boy Primetime, man. I'm back here with another video for y'all, man. And today, man, we're reacting to Stephen A. and Max on ESPN First Take, man. Do you trust the process? Now, if y'all don't know, man, Stephen A. he doesn't like what the Sixers did with tanking for all them years to get them good players. And Max Kellerman, he likes what they did. You feel me? Because he said you weren't going to win a championship, so why not tank, get all the good players, didn't try to win a championship. So let's see what they got to say, and I'll add my opinion at the end, man.
Stephen A., here's the real question, though. After that interview, are you ready to trust the process?
No, I'm never going to trust the process.
Told you.
Because as I just finished explaining to Joel Embiid, the process was never about the players. It has nothing to do with
I think it was Sam Preston. No.
Joel Embiid is going
Sam
to be a
Preston?
superstar.
No, that's the OKC owner.
Ben Simmons is going to be a superstar in this league. My problem, and I've always
Jerry Colangelo, right? Something like that.
Adamantly against it, and I always will, and I will never ever waver on this position.
That was their GM before.
There is no African American that I have ever seen in the history of professional sports in this nation that was ever given a job with the license to lose on purpose and still maintain job security. If it were not for the commissioner himself, Adam Silver, intervening and ultimately facilitating the arrival of Jerry Colangelo, the Philadelphia 76ers would have lost for at least an additional year. I am a person who has received phone calls from the president of the Coaches Association and officials under him within the Coaches Association, abhorring and lamenting the state of affairs that Brett Brown, the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, was being subjected to.
Yeah, his record is horrible.
Criminal. Greg Popovich came on the record, which is something he would never do, to lament the state of affairs that was going on with another organization. This is when he came in here more than a year and a half ago, and his team blew out the Philadelphia 76ers because his former assistant wasn't given talent on, or was denied talent on purpose because of
he was given talent. They just told him to lose games.
Ben Simmons and every player on this team are damn good players who will be great. But that process was a disgrace, and I will never change my mind on that.
You're totally wrong about this. First of all, they don't have Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons if there is no process. You want to be at the top or you want to be at the bottom. The middle is no place to be.
Yeah, like a team like Toronto,
is there an even better
the Portland Trailblazers, they're good enough to make the playoffs, but they're going to be stuck in the middle forever unless they start losing or winning.
That there's not an even better way.
And they're not good enough to win
And that's all that matters.
And a lot of... No. Just because you're not doing the best job out of all 30 teams does not mean you're in the bottom half. They're way toward the top half. They're way toward the top quarter or in the top 20, 25, maybe higher than that percentile in terms of how to run your organization. They're not as good as Popovich. They're not as good as Ainge, but they're better than most. Your argument against it, Stephen A., seems to be primarily a misplaced social justice argument. Yes, it is true, African-American GM, you can't find one in history who's been able to do this, right? They wouldn't keep... No, it is, because just because that's the case doesn't mean we should extend that to all GMs. Why? Because one group is discriminated against and not allowed to do their jobs, in your opinion, and not allowed to have all options open to them. We should therefore close off options to all groups? No, we should open up all options to all groups. If you think this is a bad idea, the process, I suppose you think the Houston Astros had a bad idea because they did the exact same thing. Tanked for 5 years to stockpile talent and then won the World Series. And ask Houston Astros fans how they feel about it. No Joel Embiid, no Ben Simmons without the process. Getting rid of Hinkie and bringing in Colangelo.
Yeah, Hinkie, that's the guy named Sam Hinkie. He was the old GM. Colangelo, new GM.
The problem with the process is they didn't trust it long enough.
It could have been trashed this year. They could have got Marvin Bagley or something like that. Sixers would have been a problem.
Not Colangelo,
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
demonstrably worse.
Nah, but yeah, man. Stephen A., he don't understand, man. Feel me? Max saying, there's no point in, like, all right, if you're the Portland Trailblazers, you're good enough to make the playoffs, but you're not going to beat none of the good teams. But you're not bad enough to get a good pick. So you're stuck in the middle for years and years and years. So what the Sixers did was, it's like, you know what? We're going to just be trash. Trash every year. Get good picks, and just keep being trash. And then when we get enough good picks, then we can be the #1 seed or be good enough to compete with the top. You feel me? That's what Max trying to say, man. So I agree with Max, man. There's no point of being stuck in the middle. You might either be good or be trash. I'm telling Lakers, listen. We need to lose every game for the rest of the season and next year. We get Michael Porter and Bagley. trade Julius Randle last. We don't need him no more. Feel me? But let's try to get 10 likes on this video, man. Make sure y'all turn your post notifications, man. And make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. This your boy Prime Time Up, man. Peace.